Okay, greetings everybody, welcome back. Vorm here, time to play some more Shadow Empire. It's been a little while. Looking forward to getting back into it. Hopefully we can figure out where we were. Had a bit of a delay in between. I had a power supply go down in my computer, so we got it all fixed up and we're back at it. But that means I gotta do some looking, some fiddling, some figuring. Remember where I was at. It's been like 5 days since we last played. So we'll do a little reconnoitering before we get moving, and then we'll make some poor decisions, and we'll suffer some consequences, and we'll endure the slings and arrows of outrageous random. That's my plan. That's my strategy, and I'm gonna stick to it. Oh, I don't know. What do you write so much on Discord? What did you write? Oh, that reminds me. Let me send out my little thing here. I know I saw what you mentioned about the different panels. Those I'm aware of. I just don't look at them all that often. There's so much info on so many screens and so many places in this game. Things that you don't even know are buttons are actually buttons. But if you don't mean those, I'm not sure what you were referring to. All right. Ah, yeah. Good old Supreme Council. What is it? Org, Supreme Command Council. Generates political power on the stratagem cards. That's what all I ever knew. I didn't look in detail at how the BPs are turned into political points and all that. Hey, look, I'm getting a 20% relationship bonus. That's good. That's good. General stratagems. Age card points, posture card points, minor diplomat card points, major diplomat card points, and spy card points. All right. So yeah, it's divvied up here. There's all sorts of good stuff in most of these. What else do I usually look at? I don't use the zones too often unless I need to really drill down to see here what's going on specifically with a particular population. HQs, I almost never look at this screen. Regimes I look at fairly often. And then the help screen's got a few good ones. Mostly, it's mostly the starting info. But, yeah, tons of stuff in there. Hey there, Art of Stuttering! It makes PP from BP. What are we talking about there? Are we still talking about the same thing? Okay, so like I said, it's been 5 days since I last dove into Shadow Empire, so bear with me while I reorient myself on what's going on. We started here, right up against this waterway. We didn't know what kind of map we had. We weren't sure we were going to play this particular map because it was a whole lot of nothing. I've managed to drive these roads out. We've got 2 cities now, zone cuts in a bit of a weird way. I'm going to probably redraw that border. That's kind of an obnoxious border. I remember we just finished doing some fighting down here. So we drove off, or we finished off slavers? I forget what it was down here. Somebody was messing with me and we drove them off. But all of a sudden, there are so many of these guys. So many of these guys. Man, that's a lot of free folk. So previously I didn't see hardly any free folk out in the border areas, and now they're all over the place. So we're holding off a massive stack up that direction, you know, just waiting for it to come south and push my units. I've got 1 infantry brigade there and another one down here. We're pulling these guys back to the other city, I believe was the plan. We'll do some development. I did all my strat card, or I did my decisions. Those guys are out of action points. I think I was about to process the turn, it looks like. Must be where I was at. Zombie Dog did get one in the first stream. I gave it to him in between, in the 2-hour break in between. Somebody got him his biscuit right before the end of that first block. So, wait. He just had one. I'm not going to give him another one right away. Not sure where he's at. He's hanging out somewhere. Alright, so yeah, so I think I was right at the point where we were going to do that. If we turn off the units, we've got our small automated factory. I've pushed out to here, but we're not doing anything with that. We're trying to be really nice with... We got 2 majors over here. I'm trying to be really nice with this one. This one's getting his ass kicked. I think he's going to fold pretty soon, which is not good news. That's actually really bad. Because that means this major is going to basically get all his stuff. And double his population and have some really good facilities and all that. So I'm half tempted to try to scramble an army over there and declare war on them myself. Join in the party and try to scoop up some stuff. I'm really tempted to try to do that, but I'm also really worried about trying it. We just got an artifact recycling center set up, a really good one. So one of 800, and it's got a nice deep reserve of scavenge points. And then I was thinking of setting up new city zones. I was going to put one right here. So we'll have city, 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 and then another one. I don't remember if I was going to put it here or try to put it a little further out. We just got the road connected to there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's okay right where it's at if I just do decide to put one there. I could possibly, I guess, connect over to here and put it over here. I kind of like it being in the middle instead, though. So yeah, so we got options. And then maybe another one right down in this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so right there pretty much. And that way it would be able to control these facilities, the recycling centers and mines and so on. And that's the plan. Turn the units back on. The solution for that is spies. Spies everywhere. Just spies. Just put out spies. Spies overview. Current spies. This is the answer to all of the from nowhere problems. If something's getting you from nowhere, you just don't have enough of these guys. More of those guys is good. So just absolutely ridiculously powerful. If you get anybody in your group of initial leaders that has any kind of spycraft skill, that's where you need to put them. Just don't even think about it. As soon as you see somebody with covert ops skill, if they've got a decent war skill and 10 or plus covert ops skill, and this number over here is like 30 or higher, you're going to crit succeed so many times and get double the spies constantly. You'll just saturation bomb the entire planet, and then right away you're gonna know where everything's at and who's moving what where, and it just makes such a huge difference not having blind areas and having to post units everywhere. So can't stress it enough. But major surrender once you invade their cap? No, they don't. I'm not sure if it depends on the government type or how it works. But, no, sure not. You're probably gonna have to mop them up. I'm assuming they stay alive in order to try to recover their capital, but once you've got their capital, they shouldn't be getting much in the way of supplies to their units after that, I think. I don't have enough remembrance of 5 months ago, and my game previous to this one didn't really have an example of it, so I can't remember all the combinations or what's going to happen there exactly. Okay. Always run out of people. Are you talking to your governors and increasing your recruitment rate? I always turn 1. I always bump up my recruitment rate to like 700 or 1,000, depending on what my immediate area looks like and how quickly I think I'm going to need a 2nd or a 3rd infantry brigade. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to do this round, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass the round. We got 50 PP, got cash, trade. No. Resources were green on pretty much everything. Yeah, I think we're good on everything there. I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn. Any replacement troops needed? Whoa, yes, 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 we do. How's my logistics network? Are we all good? Not quite all good. A large part of that is the fact that our SHQ is here, and we're trying to rush supplies and fuel and ammo and so on to this group that was fighting down here. So this will probably sort itself out, but I do want to keep bolstering the network as much as possible. We've got to strengthen that. And I'd also need to connect up a few of the roadways, get more figure eights going on, less one single path type stuff that could get cut off. Good to have alternates, so I'm going to probably run a road connection like right here. Then run one up that way. One up that way. Make sure this connects down. That kind of stuff. You don't want one single road to be the only connection between important points if you can afford to build the extras. So, I'm just going to go ahead and let that ride. Let's hit in turn. So I turned off the slow AI processing because it was just taking too long. I'm trying to live stream the game, and when it's taken 4 minutes to process a turn, and we're only on turn round 30 with a whole lot of game to go, and it's just going to get slower from here. I don't know. When I get into a serious fight with a major or something, I may turn it back on and suffer the turn time frame just so I can actually see if the AI is actually any better with the extra time to think. But for the moment, we're leaving it off while I'm not really engaged in any kind of direct confrontation with anybody. So just to keep the game moving a little bit faster. The games take stupid long amounts of time regardless. So, but from a live streaming perspective, this is pretty rough to have really long periods of not being able to do anything. So, yeah, I want to do PBEM, or do multiplayer with folks, but I dread starting up a game and then I have these long periods of can't respond. So who knows? Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll be the one responding quickly and I'll be yelling at somebody else to take their turn. Could happen. So what I'm worried about is the guy to my west gobbling that other major. I think that's going to happen soon, and I'm not going to be able to do much about it. And the guy to my east just having a free reign of a massive amount of territory. I'm hoping all those free folk marauders over there are going to give him some problems, or at least slow him down. I mean, it's just so much territory. I can only expand so quickly. The world is just so big. We've got a fair chunk of it to ourselves. I just always worry in games like this where terrain and territory is important for the long-term victory conditions and for growth and all that, if I let the AI get free reign over too much of the planet without contesting it, that I just won't be able to overcome them later. And we'll end up in these 5,000 unit chains of units along a border that'll take me hours to do a single turn. Okay, look at that. We held our word again. Admin level rose, another fate card. Alright. Local referendum. To trust the people is to let them vote. You will organize a referendum on your governorship. Alright, I gotta take a closer look at some of these cards I haven't seen before. We're playing, I historically, with most of the games I've played of this, I've gone meritocracy, commerce, and mind. I meant to do heart on this one, but we accidentally did mind, and we're fine in it. But I don't recognize a lot of the cards that are coming up and the profile feats that we're getting, so I'm having to keep an eye on that. Looks like we need to give commerce a good smackdown. Commerce is going to start dropping our government a little too much. So the color coding is indicating that we've now exceeded 100 points between these, and it goes in a clockwise fashion, which one has precedence. So this one is putting downward pressure on that one until they equalize back to below 100. So the green color is suppressing the red color, basically, and blue is kind of neutral, I guess. So same thing there. We've exceeded the 100 points, and we've exceeded the 100 points. So I got to try to get these numbers down a bit on these other ones so I can maintain these. I think I've already got all the profile bonuses. Yeah, we got all three, and all three. So I'm not likely to unlock anything beyond that. I don't often get the next column done, and I don't think I've ever unlocked either of the last two columns of bonuses. So, so democracy, I'm trying to remember. Recruit a leader from one of the communities within your borders. That is interior, and economic. All right. That reminds me, what councils do I have? What did I form? We've got Supreme, of course, Economic, Military, Model, and Secret Service. All right, I don't even have Interior yet. Well, there's my problem. We need to call up my secretary and get the Interior going. Yes, new org, please. 52 points. Oh, I must have just done one. Whoops. I do have an Interior? Did I miss it? Military, Model, Economic, Supreme, Secret Service. Why am I being blind? I'm not seeing an Interior Council on this list. And it's not letting me pick Interior. So, oh, there it is. I must have I did it last turn, apparently, and so I didn't need to call it this time. Alright. Good thing. Kenny Sterling. Commerce, Heart, and Democracy. I'm okay with that. Technical rating, high intelligence. Ooh, agriculture, tech. Need you to be a governor over some farms is what I need. Bribery and streetwise. Well, and neither of these are really going to do much for him in regards to the Interior Council. Let's do it.
Copy that.
Alright, Secret Service. Not worried about that.
Order received.
Copy that.
Oh, no, I didn't need this new org, but that's alright. I only used
yes, sir.
2 points. Decision's done. Alright, what kind of mess we got going on? So, they're backed off again. I lost most of my spies there, apparently, so we're not seeing him anymore. Yeah, I'm hoping these guys are putting pressure and taking back the territory. You can see he drove roads all the way down to here already. Computer doesn't play by the same rules. And getting essentially free roads is one of the things it gets. So it's really, really powerful. I'm gonna think of those as my roads. My roads I just haven't taken ownership of yet. So you go ahead and build roads. I'll take ownership of those a little bit later. Alright, so that guy backed off as well. And oh, look at that. That fight's over. Does that mean all of the units that the guy had are also gone? So that's still listed as Iron State. That's a minor, though. Wow. That's a pretty fast takeover. I'm really surprised that, well, let's not say I'm surprised. It's possible if I get enough spies on my friend, which I'm loath to do, but if I did, I wonder how many GR units I would see. It's very possible he just rolled over there with 3 or 4 GR units and an infantry brigade and said, you're now under new ownership. Because otherwise, it's pretty early for one major to take out another major with standardized troops. Not enough research and development has gone by for artillery and the other things that are usually necessary for weeding a major out. Unless that major was an idiot, like we've seen previously. Because, yeah, that was a really fast takeover. I think I am going to try to land some spies on my buddy. So, hopefully we don't lose too much rep and fail too often. Strat cards, covert ops. Let's try 3 on my good buddy Worm Sect. Difficulty of 40, huh? And I've got a D100 plus 44? Alright, how about we try 6? I'm going to try that one anyway. As long as I don't roll a 16 or less than a 16. Hopefully we get a crit and we get 12 spies on them.
Order received.
Only a regular success, so that's still 6 spies. I'm going to do another 6.
Order received.
There we go. There's 18 spies on my buddy. Oh, good times. Those will last a while. 18 spies. So, next turn, we'll get a really close look at just what's going on over here that might have facilitated that particular rapid turnover. Okay, what else? Resource-wise, oh, that's what I forgot to check last time, was what assets I was building. So we're working on nothing of our own building in the main zone. They're finishing up a sewers upgrade. In the new location, we're working on the last turn of getting a truck station up. In addition to the truck station, we've got parks and a farm, recycling 2 on the artifact location, and bureaucratic 1. Alright, so we're mostly free and clear to use our materials. Got a pretty big stockpile of trade goods. How is the market for rare earth doing? Not great, but I got a lot of them, so...
Copy that.
Give me some more money. Keep stockpiling as much of that as we can. And... do I start stockpiling fuel now? I think I do. Start buying up fuel.
Copy that.
Alright, before I forget, I'm going to go to the workshop and get
Copy that.
big pile of ammo going. Yeah, we've got a radioactive spot. I just got to get connected to it and get a mine on it. One of many things to get done. Tell you what, let's do that before I forget. Even do a sealed road. Let's not quite go to full sealed roads yet. I also wanted to get this in. Oh, other than doing my little road connections, which I can wait a little longer on, that finishes off my major current expansion plans. You were just bringing back to the city. You're just kind of harassing the locals and keeping them out of our immediate area. I do want to try to grab as much of that as I can, so maybe we'll bring you out that way. Alright, so we've done what we can there. Let's fill that section in. So, done. Nice little hole in my empire. I'm thinking I might just pull... I don't have another real good use for you. You guys can stay there. You're staying, and let's go ahead and get you pushing the border again as well. Ugh, terrible. Alright. All fine. Where do I have 300 IP from? There's a factory right there, plus we've got industry that we finished building. So we've got the Industry 1 building providing 76 right there, plus we're getting some from the upgraded industry there. We're getting another 54. So it's mostly industry buildings. You just want to keep the general pop happy and funded, so they keep building things, and they'll upgrade their light industry that you'll get a share of, and then you'll be able to start building your own industry. It just kind of, after you've done it a few times, you kind of get a feel for the order of events, and you won't get capped out on materials too badly too often. Okay, that's it for general movement. Those cards are done. Strat cards, I do need to take a look through here. Let's see. What are we at? I know we're at mood 100. Really good recon. Well, recon level is going to go up. But we're at level 3 embassies, cultural exchange, scientific joint. We have no military pact and only a level 1 trade deal. Alright, and he's finishing up his Iron State fight. Okay. So not much we can do there. No miners to really do anything with anymore. Spies we've already dealt with. Oh wait, no, I want to send spies over to that other guy as well. 115, ouch. Yeah, big ouch. We only have like a 25% chance on that one. I can go without spying on them for a bit. What else we got? Oh yeah. How are my... reserves doing? We got all sorts of people. Cap 2s and 3s mostly. Don't remember you. hates meritocracy. You'll be a fun one to keep happy. Hates autocracy. And is pretty good. Yeah, you're definitely going as the next leader of a unit. Alright, so we actually have a few people on hand. So I don't need to recruit. Ancient Depot, we've got 3 fate points. And we're at the point where I don't have any big fights going on. I think I might kick off some of these negatives. Both of our cities are pretty much down as low as they're going to go. 1 danger and no unrest and so on. So, and they're going to have... Next round, I'll have... maybe I should wait around until I get a few more units up there. Nah, where's the fun in that? Alright, definitely not disease, though. Rebellion, 6 fate points. Unexpected rebellion will start in a random zone. If I had any idea how big that rebellion would be... And I think it instantly trashes. If it was just military units, I'd probably do it. I've never actually done one of these, so I'm not sure all the effects, but I suspect that you're going to instantly trash your happiness and unrest and all that kind of stuff, as well as having military units pop up. Militia loss of face. Do I even have a zone that can lose that much? I don't. I don't even think it'll let me use that one. Let's try it.
Wilco.
Hey, it did. Minus 24. That means you're zeroed out, right? Yep. No militancy. So that's going to be fun. Paranoia. That one is fear. That one is a lot of population loss and morale of militia and troops. I'm going to do this one too.
Yes, sir.
I don't expect any big fights out of those guys anytime soon. They'll have time to recover. Build up some points. Man, I really do want to do rebellion, but I probably shouldn't. Yeah, let's do paranoia too.
Wilco.
Let's really stack it on. 30 fear. That's the... Alright, that's our original one. That's fine. That's the best one to get that. Okay, now we got some points. So the depot is 3 random ancient artifacts. The archive is random tech. And then we've also got all of these. So many. So many. Alright, before I make this decision, I'm going to put you on hold just 1 second. I gotta talk to somebody here on my side. Be right back. Some reason my button to tell me I'm back from break ain't working. All right, think I got everything reset. Let's keep going. What was I talking about? I was looking at strat cards. I just loaded myself up with negative fate cards in the you know, totally incorrect assumption that we're gonna have a bit of a peacetime here. So we got 63 PP and 9 fate points to spend. Anywhere else I want to put it? Energy Lance. Help lead your troops to victory in the sandy terrain of the deserts. I'm not sure who I would give that to. We're not fighting right now, so I'm going to wait on the Energy Lance. Leaders, personal guard. Plus 10 war-based rolls. That's pretty important. That's charisma. Personal combat skill. I'm going to wait till next turn. I want to see how the Interior Council... I'm going to give it a turn to process and then see how it's doing with what it's supposed to be providing. We'll hold off on personnel upgrades. So many options here, though. I'm tempted to go for the Ancient Depot, but we're getting artifacts. We're going to be getting artifacts at a fairly rapid clip. The benefit here would be if we manage to pull one of the factories. That would give us another really big boost in our IP production, which is always going to be what we're short on. So I am tempted to go for that. Other than that one... X perk. I don't know what the viewpoint actually gives. If it's just like some kind of a population happiness boost. Or D100 metals, machines, and high-tech parts. I'm saving this one for when we get a brand new city started, which are going to happen pretty soon. Yeah, that's who I was planning on giving it to. Either him or the Interior Council. I'm not sure what the Interior Council main stat is. And my spy guy, I've already got spies, and I'm dropping spies pretty easily everywhere, so I don't really see a need for pumping him up. I think I'm going to wait one more turn. I'll wait one more turn, then we'll kick the great point spending spree. So we'll hold off on that. So this, let's see. If I put a city here, I'm going to grant it. I think this will stay here. I'll probably grant it like everything south of that. I'm not sure how I'm going to divide this up. Either way, I think I want to go ahead and get this constructed. Radioactives mining facility.
We'll go.
Get that going, and... Get the truck station upgraded. Alright, that'll be enough for this turn. Yeah, charisma sounds right for the internal. I always think, for some reason, staff is what is the personnel department, but that's actually not. Staff council is for, like, OBs and all that kind of stuff. I forget what mine were. When we started this game, I looked, and I think we were okay on all of our designs. Kind of middling. Yeah, I think my only real concern is I'm just really desperately concerned about that major over there, because he's knocked out his major neighbor. He's probably not going to have any problem with his miners at this point, especially once he gets done absorbing and getting rid of the negatives. I'm still Thraxian. This is in between turns. It's putting a name up here for whoever's turn is processing currently. Two decisions. Bureaucratic push. Okay, national budget time. We're going to... I'm going to try to pump up my interior council. So let's... we'll drop you a little. We'll make everybody else unhappy to make him happy.
Yes, sir.
Free trade, huh? That's my buddy Wormsack. Refrain from imposing trade tariffs on each other. Yeah, we're gonna have to say yes. We need to keep that guy happy. I don't want a big fight to my west when I've got another guy to my east to deal with. 2-3 front war is not what I want to deal with. Alright, so what are we looking at here? What the hell are you rolling around with, dude? I guess that's just an independent, but still. Medium tanks. What exactly did he take this this city with? Yeah, he does have artillery already. He's got medium tanks and artillery rolling, and it's turn 32, round 32. Not a lot of them from the looks of it so far, and I don't know what these two units are. But unless there's something pretty damn powerful, exactly how did he take this guy out with what I'm seeing here? Now, you don't see their moves, but you can see the current positioning now. Hey there, Kirkwall. You're a miner, right? Iron State miner? Yeah. Great. So he's going to gobble that up. Where's the border? There's the border right there. And that looks like that's a miner over there. Alright, yeah. Not happy about some of that stuff. So they just keep grouping up into larger and larger groups that just kind of sit on my border here. I guess that's the same group's been there for a little while. Let's bring you up to finish capturing that. Need to get him back into supply. Who do we got here? That is the full unit. It'll take longer than I thought to get back to that city. Nah, you just hang out where you're at. Yeah, I feel distinctly behind the times. Very, very behind the times. Finish the truck station. One turn to go on the truck station upgrade. Parks and schools. And the private sector. One turn left on the mine. Definitely. Can't quite afford it. Need to get the next bureaucratic office going. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so I wanted to look at organizations, interior council. So, taxation, tax card points, tariffs, human resources. That's the one I want most. Interior policies and human resources. Got a good relationship bonus. Not much charisma.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so he's got the propaganda assistant. Ooh, charisma 10. Do another one. You too, Kenny. Kenny's giving Kenny. I don't know if it's going to let me. Can I give a Medal of Merit to himself? Can he pin it on his own chest?
Copy that.
Well, apparently he can. That's kind of funny. That is odd. Now we've got propaganda assistant plus 10 charisma, Medal of Merit plus 10 charisma. That'll help, hopefully. Oh yeah. Skill log, history. Administration levels. Resist influence. Tank tactics. That must have been before we got him his new job. Who do you pay to keep all of them happy? Well, I mean, they're not all super happy. Personnel, relation. I mean, 100, 90s. Who's my most unhappy? I mean, there's 4 in the 60s. But... including both my governors. So that's not good. About time to do another round of raises. But let's keep hitting the strat cards. So I want to give a bonus. Bonus to governors. Yep, you get a bonus. Oh, crap. 20% chance. Ugh. Kenny, you need to get better. You need to get better, Kenny. That's terrible. I don't want to spend the points for that low of a chance. So we'll wait on that. What does the local referendum do? Governor wins referendum if his oratory skill beats 200 minus average happiness. What does it do? I don't understand. Once again, lack of info. What does winning a referendum actually do for him? $1D100 plus 24. So our pop happiness is 73. Our worker happiness is 100. Oratory skill roll beats 200 minus average happiness. So is that going to be 200 minus 73? I'd have to make 127. I'm getting a D100 plus a 24. I'm guessing. Yeah, let's not do that.
Yes.
I hate it when you spend the points just to be told there's nothing here. I think that's a terrible, terrible mechanic to try to use. Just feels like he basically pissed away the political points. Not going to assume I'm going to make that call twice. Interior policies. Give you 20 extra BP per admin level.
Copy that.
So, we succeeded. We gained 144 BP points in our push. Yeah, I mean, it's nice and all, but when you're making 400 some... Plus we get a bonus, the bonus on top of that, but even then... Hey, let's do double shifts. Some of our guys are too happy. We've got 100 happiness. 69 there. Yeah, you guys, double shifts, please.
Yes, sir.
What level zoos do we have?
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Zoo 3. Only Zoo 1? That's not acceptable. Whoa, map looks weird.
Wilco. Wilco.
Alright, now they're both Zoo 3. I think that's all we're going to do this round. I don't want to get too low in the points. Alright, so we got construction going on. I shouldn't need replacement troops. We've got a few extras now. Bullets are fine. Food and water's fine. Resources are looking good. And the bottleneck, as I said, sorted itself out once it got resupply to this unit. And we're getting some truck stations fixed up, so we'll keep bolstering the trunk. I just got to decide when to pull the trigger on the new zones. They're just so hard to manage from zero. I'm worried about getting more than one set up early. Yes, there is. When I get back in, I'll try to remember where it's at. It's kind of buried in a weird spot. I think you have to go... So you click on the headquarters unit, and you go to unit admin, and on that screen there should be... It should show you, I think, the posture, and you can remove it from that screen, if I remember right. I'll have to hunt and peck around. I haven't done it very often, so I can't remember 100%. I'll look when we get in. I don't remember if I've got my guys on a posture or not. I should put somebody on defensive posture or training posture while they're just sitting around. You were attacking slavers with defense posture on? You're supposed to defend them to death. Good offense is a defensive posture defense. It's not convenient for timing. You gotta wait for them to throw themselves upon your heavily entrenched defensive posture position. Yeah, it's alright. You got a bunch of troops in the capital. Who cares? Little unrest, little danger. That doesn't harm anybody. It keeps the population in line. Lets them know that these soldiers are there for a reason.